Welcome. So, you've been there, right? Staring at that wall of supplements, wondering what you actually need? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're putting two of the most popular workout aids head-to-head in what we're calling the ultimate showdown, creatine versus BCAAs.
And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You see them everywhere, but what they do is totally different. By the end of this quick explainer, I promise, you're going to know exactly which one is the right fit for your personal fitness goals.
All right, time to meet our contenders. In one corner, we've got BCAAs. Think of them as the architects of muscle. And in the other corner, creatine, the pure, raw power source. Let's dig in and see what they're all about.
On the surface, the easiest way to think about it is like this. BCAAs are kind of like the raw materials, the building blocks your body uses to build and repair muscle. Creatine, though, that's the high-octane fuel that powers those short, intense bursts of energy. Two very different, but very important jobs.
So first up, let's zoom in on our muscle builders, branched-chain amino acids, or as everyone calls them, BCAAs. Their whole game is about growth and recovery.
So what in the world are BCAAs? Well, they're a special team of three essential amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Now, essential is the key word here. It means your body just can't make them. You have to get them from your food or a supplement. But here's the really cool part. They get a special VIP pass. They actually bypass the liver and go straight to your muscles to get to work. Pretty efficient, right?
And their job description is pretty clear. You can think of them like a dedicated repair crew for your muscles. They swoop in, help build protein, reduce that damage after a really tough workout, and can even help take the edge off that next day soreness we all know so well.
But, it's not always a perfect picture. For some people, BCAAs can cause a bit of nausea or stomach pain. A more serious thing to consider, though, is a potential link to insulin resistance. Now, in simple terms, that just means your body cells might start ignoring insulin, which is the key that lets sugar in for energy. So it's definitely something to be aware of.
All right, let's switch corners. Say hello to creatine, the undisputed champ of power and performance. Its entire purpose is to deliver a jolt of energy right when your muscles are screaming for it.
What's really interesting is that your body actually makes creatine itself from three other amino acids. Its main role, its claim to fame, is helping to rapidly regenerate something called ATP. Just think of ATP as the actual sparks, the currency that makes your muscles contract for those explosive movements, like hitting that final tough rap or going all out in a sprint.
So it makes sense that the benefits are all tied to that energy system. We're talking improved strength and power, a real, noticeable boost for those short, intense workouts. It even helps cut down on muscle soreness by reducing the buildup of lactate. It is a true performance enhancer. But to really unlock these gains, how you take it really matters.
A super common strategy to get the most out of creatine involves two steps. First, there's a short loading phase, about 20 grams a day for a week or so, just to totally saturate your muscles. After that, you drop down to a smaller maintenance phase of about 3 to 5 grams a day to keep those levels topped off.
Now, I'm sure you've heard about the weight gain from creatine, but let's be really clear about what that is. Creatine works by pulling water into your muscle cells. This makes them look fuller and, more importantly, helps with performance. So when you see that number on the scale go up at first, just remember, it's muscle hydration, not fat.
Okay, so we've met the contenders. Now it's time for the main event. Which one belongs in your corner? And the interesting answer is, well, it depends. There's no single winner here, because the best choice is all about your personal goals.
It really just boils down to this one simple question. Is your number one priority to build muscle size and get better at recovery? Or is it all about maximizing your strength and power during those short, intense workouts? Let's break that down.
Honestly, this table is the perfect cheat sheet. Just look at the key differences right there. For benefits, you've got growth versus power. For where they come from, it's can't make versus can make. And notice how they're stored. BCAAs get used almost right away, while creatine builds up a reserve in your muscles. It's all laid out for you.
So, let's just put it simply. BCAAs might be your best bet if your main focus is adding muscle size, especially if you know your daily protein intake isn't always quite where it should be. They're a fantastic way to bridge that nutritional gap.
And on the flip side, creatine is probably going to be your champion if you're all about powerlifting or sprinting or really any short burst activity.
It's also super beneficial for older adults who are looking to maintain muscle mass and strength, and for vegetarians since they don't get much creatine from their diet because it's mostly found in meat.
But hold on a second. What if this isn't really a rivalry? What if these two contenders could actually team up? Let's talk about that powerful alliance.
Well, it turns out they're not rivals at all. It is perfectly safe to take them together because they play for the same team, just in different positions. They don't compete with each other, they complement each other. You get the repair from the BCAAs and the raw power from the creatine. It's like the ultimate 1-2 punch for your workouts.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. One helps with the rebuild after you've put in the work, while the other gives you the raw energy to do the work in the first place. It's really a perfect partnership.
But before you rush out to buy anything, this is the single most important question you need to ask yourself. Remember, supplements are just that. They supplement a solid foundation. They can't replace consistent training, smart nutrition, and getting proper rest. So just take a moment and ask yourself, is my foundation solid? Because that's where the real results are built.